If you are new to Rust, meaning about 500 hours or less, this is the perfect video for you. We're gonna cover everything from the best ways to get some free loot, a trick to get perfect recoil control without practicing spray patterns, and how to peek from behind the walls, so your enemies won't have a chance to react, how to get inside the textures, and a ton more. I already have a complete beginner's guide with the first steps you need to follow. So this video is like an extension with 25 beginner tips I wish I knew sooner in Rust. And even if you're more experienced player, I guarantee that there is something in here that you didn't know. So before we begin, make sure to hit that like button below, subscribe to the channel, and check out today's sponsor. Rustly is one of the fastest growing Rust websites with a lot of games to play, many deposit methods including skins, cards and crypto, and instant withdrawals with a store full of skins. You can climb 5 free cases by using code STELIC or clicking the link in the first comment. You can battle against real players or bots in games like case battles, coin flip and even minefield and win cool skins. And if it's not enough for you, you can get a lot of bonuses and free cases every 24 hours. In fact, you can get 5 free cases right now if you click the link in the first comment or go to rustly.com and use code STELIC. Please remember, loot boxes sites can be addictive, so make sure you're over 18 and only spend money you can afford to lose. Good luck! Once you choose the server, I recommend going through the tutorial, even if you have more than 500 hours in the game, because you can get a secret achievement. And if you are a complete beginner, you'll be introduced to the basic mechanics of the game, such as gathering loot, crafting, building and things like that. And if you run to the lighthouse at the other end of the island, you'll find a crate next to it. As soon as you open the box, you'll get a secret achievement that not many people know about. After you finish the tutorial, open Steam and go to the store. Type Crosshair into the search bar and click on Crosshair V2. Next, click Use Now and install this app on your PC. As soon as it starts, you will have a crosshair in the middle of the screen, which will help you a lot when shooting with a bow, because there's no built-in crosshair in the game for bows. By the way, the bow is the most important weapon in the game in my opinion, and you should learn how to use it as soon as possible. And the best way to do that is to go to the bow DM server. I leave IPs to a few servers where you can practice in the description below. The most important thing to remember is to aim slightly above the enemy, so the arrow will reach him. Also, you should constantly move to make it harder for the enemy to hit you. Keep practicing until you understand how to use this weapon. Next, you need to learn how to jump shot, because it's the most useful mechanic that allows you to shoot from behind cover. And it's easier than you think. Hold the right mouse button, wait a moment, press the spacebar without releasing the right button, and when you reach the highest point of the jump, press the left mouse button. Of course, you will have to spend some time to master this skill, but it will definitely help you win a lot of fights in the future. The next weapon you need to master is the Eoka. This little demon is capable of destroying anyone. Even the best equipment won't help you. And to make it fire instantly, just click the R button when you are about to hit it. You don't need to spam this button, just click it once. It works 9 times out of 10, so it will become a deadly weapon in the right hands. Now, let's talk about recoil control, and in my opinion, you don't really need to learn spray patterns for all these weapons. And if you think I'm wrong, make sure to comment down below to tell me if I'm wrong. But the majority of the guns are literally just pulling down and to the left, or just down. Even though the spray patterns looks very complicated, the first 5 to 10 bullets will fly exactly to the target if you just pull the mouse down. And it works for all weapons, except the AK-47. So, you really don't need to learn the spray patterns, because they're all dissimilar at the beginning, and if you hit these 5 or 6 first bullets, consider you won the PvP. Here's a trick that even some experienced players don't know. If you open the map, you will see the main roads, and next to them the yellow roads, like here for example. You need to find a yellow circle like this next to these roads, or like this. Here you will find a small hidden water pump. If you go up to the second floor, you will find a trader who sells weapons, bullets, syringes and other items at very good prices, much better than in the safe zone. By the way, while you're running around the map, be sure to pick up a couple of missions along the way. By spending just 5 to 10 minutes, you can get a lot of free loot. For example, for the mission on the ranch, you will get a bunch of components and other useful stuff. For the mission in the bandit camp, you will get an axe, a crossbow and clothes. And for the mission in the fishing village, you will get a pump shotgun and some ammo. A very easy way to get some free loot. Now, let's talk about monuments. If you see that the door opens inward, you can use it. Just go inside, go to the corner, jump and open the door. This way, you can see what's going on outside through the textures, which will give you an advantage over other players. Or you can use this door to hide behind it, so you won't take any damage. In any case, always pay attention to your surroundings, because they can work to your advantage. Now, let me show you some of the most important settings you need to change right now. The first setting you're gonna want to change is gross displacement. If this option is enabled, it's way easier to see dropped weapons on the floor. The next setting you need to change is max gips. The higher this setting, the more debris you'll see when you break things, so make sure to change it to 0. If you change the tree marker color from red to orange, it's gonna be way easier to see the X when you're farming trees at night. And the final setting you're gonna want to change is max shadow lights. Just set it to 0, as having it set to 0 can help you see what's going on outside your base in the dark. Also, here are 3 of the most useful keybinds that will definitely help you. I'll leave all the comments in the description below, so you can just copy them. The first keybind will allow you to zoom in and out by changing your field of view. The second keybind is a quick alt that allows you to quickly turn your head while looking around. And the last keybind will make your arms longer, which will make your weapon smaller, so you can see more of what's going on around you. If you're ready to spend some money to make your game easier, be sure to buy the Jungle DLC, because it's the most pay-to-win DLC in the game. You'll get a lot of items, including barrels, shelves and skins, and these shelves are completely broken. If you want to see why, check out this video on my channel, you will definitely be surprised. As you know, even if you don't build something correctly inside your base, you can always break it within a few minutes. But now, you can do the same with other items, such as high walls, barricades and oil refinery. So even if you mess up somewhere, don't worry, you have 10 minutes to remove the item. Always use a campfire before going outside. Place it to the right or left of the door and turn it on. If your comfort level has increased by more than 50%, then there is definitely a door camper waiting for you outside. Don't store all your loot in one place in your base. It would be much better to split it into several pieces and place them in different corners of your base. That way, if you get one of the walls broken, you'll only lose some of your loot and you'll have a chance to retake your base as long as you have access to your TC. Don't collect and store unnecessary loot in your base. For example, you won't need most of the components at the beginning of the game, but you will need resources. The same goes for items such as rocks, shelves and wooden signs. Just take all this loot and recycle it. This way you will save a lot of space inside your base, and you will get some free resources. If you found a decaying base and you don't know exactly how much explosives you need to raid it, this website will help you. Here you can choose any building block as well as the amount of HP and find out exactly how much and what kind of explosives you need to break it. So this website will be useful even for experienced players. Also, if you find an empty base, be sure to claim it, even if you already have a main base. You'll only have to spend a few thousand wood to craft the TC, locks and doors. However, you'll end up with a backup base that you can use in case of an emergency. If you can't find empty bases, a great option is to throw sleeping bags next to low radiation monuments, such as dome, a sever branch or a water treatment. Now, every time you die, instead of respawning in your base or on the beach, respawn next to the monument and make a quick loot run to get some free components. Always try to have barricades with you or any other cover, whether it be furnaces, barrels or even a square foundation. If someone starts shooting at you in an open field and you don't have any cover, you're finished. In that case, even a foundation would be a great solution. Now, what many of you may not know is how to use FOV to your advantage. You should never stand close to a wall if your enemy is behind it, because you're putting yourself in a losing position. I can't see the enemy from here. However, let's add a bot to this spot and see what your enemy will see from his point of view. As you can see, this bot is completely exposed and easy to knock out. So, the best way to fight this guy is to walk as far away from the wall as possible and slowly move to the right until you see him. That way, you will have a 50-50 duel. If you are using A and D buttons to peek from behind the wall, you're making a huge mistake. Instead, stand sideways against the wall, use Alt to turn your head, hold down the Shift key and peek from behind the wall using the W and S buttons. Just check how it looks from your enemy's side. In which case do you think it will be easier for him to hit you? The first or the second? Never trust anyone in this game, because in Rust, everything that moves wants to kill you. Animals, scientists, the environment and other players are all against you. And finally, try not to take this game too seriously. I know that sometimes you want to break your desk or mouse because of this terrible game, but always remind yourself that it's just a game. What are the tips you can give to beginners based on your experience? Write about it in the comments below. Let's help out new players. And if you want to learn more about Rust, then I know there are a lot of people out there who think they suck at Rust. And it doesn't matter if you are a complete beginner or a seasoned veteran, we all have these bad times. So, to help you get better, or maybe to teach you something new, here are 20 essential Rust tips and tricks I wish I knew sooner.